Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Daily Fantasy Digest Podcast, the all-inclusive podcast where we talk all things fantasy sports to help give you an edge. I am your host, Joe Bewer, and I'm going to be breaking down this Wednesday, July 17th, main slate. It's a 9-game main slate with the early slate a little bit before. So I do want to break down this main slate here. Do want to go ahead and do a quick recap of yesterday's slate. Was absolute domination with Dinger of the Day, call Juan Soto hitting a bomb, Matt Adams hitting a bomb, Indian stack, Oscar Mercado hitting a bomb. Just incredible. Both stacks went off. Flaherty pitched a gem. Pineda pitched a decent game, not nothing to be crazy about, but stacked in all or cashed in all formats, which is what we love to see. So definitely still on the winning train here when it comes to the breakdowns. So let's go ahead and jump right into this Wednesday slate here. 4 pitchers above 10K. Cole, Paddock, German, and Robbie Ray. Paddock is my favorite out of all 4. I'm going up against Miami, but I'm not interested in Paddock today. I'm interested in low-hanging fruit Mike Clevinger here going up against Detroit. Clevinger has been on a tear after coming back from his injury after this negative performance here. I think he's just on the road back to where he was at the start of the season, being an absolute ace. So I think it's just an incredible spot for Mike Clevinger here. Then I want to go ahead and jump down to Mr. Trevor Richards here. 7,300 going up against San Diego. Last time Trevor Richards faced San Diego in San Diego, pitched at 8K gem, 29.5 fantasy points. I think this is an incredible spot for him in just a great ballpark that he's going to be able to dominate the San Diego Padres, who have been kind of struggling as of late. Now there's two pitchers that I really want to target here. I really want to target the Boston Red Sox here. I think they're just in a great spot to kind of just absolutely destroy Aaron Sanchez. But I'm not going to cover that just because of the rain issue. And as well, it's going to be very tough to fit in a lot of these players with the pricing being so elevated. I expect this game to be very, very heavily stacked. But I'm not going to be attacking them today. Who I do want to attack is going to be Nick Pivetta here with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Last time he faced the Dodgers, I know he pitched a gem, but his numbers as of recent, away or home, have just been absolutely terrible. I feel like you have to take advantage. It's going to be tough to fit in some of these high-priced players here, but I really wanted to attack Corey Seager and Alex Verdugo. I think that both of these players hit in the top part of the lineup and are just on absolute tears lately. If you can fit in Bellinger, the tear that this guy's been going on as of late is just ridiculous. I feel like he's almost a must-play if you can fit him in, which we're going to. And then my secondary stack here is actually going to be attacking Eric Fetty here, who's just been over 2 runs in the past 4 games. Just been terrible. And I really think that Baltimore and Camden Yards is just a great spot. Anything in Camden Yards is just a really great spot. So I really want to take Hanser Alberto hitting, not too well as of recent, or too well as of recent. That's what I meant. 2 homers in the past 4 games. Just incredible, which is definitely what I want to see. And then I would really like to take advantage of Trey Mancini, a 5K player who's priced at 4K after just a few, rough games. He was almost at 5K at one point. Just on a little bit of a cold spell here, but can easily bounce back against somebody like Eric Fetty. So I really want to take advantage of that as well. And if there's anybody that you could get from this game here in Boston, if it does play, I would recommend it being Michael Chavis. I think he's just a little bit underpriced at 4.8K, as well as Andrew Benintendi. I think both of these guys here are really, really, really underpriced. But for the sake of this video, I am going to add Jonathan VR. If I had a player who could fit there, which all we have to do is move Alberto. And Alberto. So this is roughly what my lineup's going to look like come lock tomorrow. Now, the last thing I want to do is, like I said, put you guys on team low price catcher. A 2K Jeff Mathis puts you at 4.7K for an outfielder. You can get Lourdes Gurriel in Fenway. You can get, Jock Peterson, Andrew Benintendi. You can get Aaron Judge. You can get all of these guys here easily So I really want to go ahead and highlight this tomorrow. I think this is going to be a good build. I think this is exactly what my lineup's going to look like come lock tomorrow as far as pitching. Love Clevenger at 9.9K and love Trevor Richards at 7.3K. I think both of these guys are in highly elevated matchups here. Love the Dodgers as a pivot from Fenway. I love Corey Seager at 4.4, Verdugo at 4.3, and of course Bellinger at 5.8K. And then to kind of circle it back, a stack that I don't think is going to get a lot of love tomorrow is the Baltimore Orioles. I think Trey Mancini, VR, and Hanser Alberto are definitely in play. All of these guys have the ability to hit bombs. And I mean, players like Jonathan VR, everybody's on a cold spell right now. I think it's the game that we break out, especially switch hitters. Against Eric Fetty, who's just absolutely terrible. So I think this is a great time to target a low-priced Baltimore. But on this channel, we do a Dinger of the Day call, who is also the thumbnail of this video. It's going to be Cody Bellinger tomorrow. I know it's a little bit of a chalky play, but Cody Bellinger, he's just on an absolute streak, and there's no stopping this guy. 34 homers on the season, 340 average, 11.8 fantasy points per game. I expect him to go yard tomorrow against Nick Pivetta with ease. My recommendation is to play as many Dodgers players as you can tomorrow if you can fit in Jock Peterson as well, which you would be able to if you played low-priced Jeff Mathis at catcher. I really recommend playing as many lefties as you can. As you can see, there's a trend here. Corey Seager is a lefty, as well as Alex Verdugo. So I think that both of these guys, as well as Bellinger, just create a great stack that you're not going to want to miss out on. So definitely take advantage of that. Like I said, I'll leave 2 spots open like I always do, up for interpretation. But if you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Comment down below if you really enjoyed it. Head on over to Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at FantasyDigest_. Check the pinned tweet and give it a like for a chance to enter the fantasy league that we are starting for fantasy football. $500 free entry, courtesy of the Fantasy Digest podcast. Tons of giveaways and things to really look out for. We did have a few players who did not join. So like I said, we will be repicking some more winners here tomorrow and Friday, I believe, in the next coming days. Stay tuned for that. Big projects coming in the works as well, so stay tuned for that as well. And like I said, good luck to everybody. Hope everybody wins tomorrow, and hope everybody's won off the breakdowns that we've provided over the past week. We've been on absolute tear, so looking to continue that today. Good luck to everybody, and we'll see you next time on the Daily Fantasy Digest podcast.